record. Hello, everybody. Let me make sure it's recording. Yep. Welcome back to, I think we're now episode 3 of Reading Fanfiction with Ted and Peter.
Or
Except, no,
episode
because first episode was episode
sorry,
4,
you're right.
That was
it's
your
the fourth
idea.
episode we recorded. Episode 3, you're right. Sorry, my bad.
But just like last time, it seems like we'll have to change the title from just Ted and Peter to Ted, Peter, and
Nico.
Oh,
sorry.
I really wanted Nico.
Peter.
I thought there was going to be like a dramatic
Peter,
pause
you're
and we'd all
stepping
say
on
it together.
a lot of toes so
I'm
far,
sorry.
brother.
That's my bad. I'm sorry, Nico.
And Nico, like Abby before, has brought a fan fiction with him. He has chosen the fan fiction that we will be reading today. Nico, why don't you serve it up? What are we looking at here?
What are we looking at? We're looking at a certified brony classic. It's a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic fic about Derpy Hooves and her and her daughter, Dinky
She's a
Hooves.
daughter? Wait,
Yeah.
what's her daughter's name? What did you say?
Dinky Hooves.
Dinky Hooves.
Dinky, yeah.
Well, as always, I'll put a link to the fic in the description. There is an image that is on this page, and I haven't seen the show, but now that you said that they're mother-daughter, I can only assume that what I'm looking at is a mother Dinky and daughter Derpy?
No, other way.
Mother Derpy.
Mother
daughter
Derpy.
Dinky.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
So are you a brony, Nico? Would you identify as a brony, or?
I'm not. I've never watched the show.
Okay, so because Abby was a big fan of Game of Thrones and and the Hound specifically, but you're not a fan of My Little Pony.
I've never watched the show, but I have read maybe 10 or 12
My
Little Pony fan fictions.
I mean,
wait, which one is it called? In the Heat of the
Peter,
Moment?
we've read before this. We've read way more than 10 or 12, like Super Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah, but we've played Super Smash Brothers.
Well, it's just when I entered the internet, like this was.
It just seems like something you'd be
so salient.
Right. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
No,
and I was just interested.
Another difference is, so every fan fiction before this also we sourced from fanfiction.net.
Right. Yeah, this is.
But Nico, I'm looking at a URL that says Fanfiction.
Fanfiction, that's right. The FIM stands for
Magic.
Friendship is Magic. Precisely.
Yeah. So this is a website that's devoted.
Magic. Yeah.
It's devoted to My Little Pony fans.
It's 100% My Little Pony and some crossovers. Of course, you got to have the crossovers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of interested in those crossovers.
So this episode's fanfiction is called The Hooves Family Tree, published November 12th, 2013.
I'm gonna put that picture of Derpy and Dinky in the cover picture. That's gonna go right next to a big old picture of Nico.
Perfect.
So, and it's by Pastel Pony.
Of course.
It's
very nice.
That's
interesting. I feel like Pastel Pony would have, like, that name would have gone really quickly. I feel like this is probably like a really deep user of Fimfic, you know.
Well, it is 2012. So maybe he was just there in the right moment.
Sure.
Pastel Pony.
Yeah, it's just you'd think that Pastel Pony would go really quick. I mean, that's like the whole concept of My Little Pony is pastel ponies, right?
Well, Derpy is gray.
That's a good point. I mean, that's a really good point.
That's half of the equation right there.
Yeah.
So it's labeled as a slice of life fic. The other tags are Derpy, Dinky Hooves, and My Little Pony.
Yeah.
And so the description reads, a school assignment leads Dinky to question why she's never met her mother's parents. The truth of the matter being that Derpy hasn't spoken to them since before she was born. Oh, no, okay.
Before Dinky was born.
Yeah,
not
before Dinky was born. Yeah.
I was like, that's really excessive.
I'm sure there's a fan fiction that could explain how they are born, but I
What do you mean
shouldn't
how?
right?
It's just a horse.
Yeah,
Well, I know, but you don't think that there's some separate sort of
They probably go
anatomy
to like a horse hospital.
a
Likely.
hospital? A hospital? Okay, whatever.
You could have said hospital.
That's way better. Yeah,
I have
good
a
one, Nico.
question.
Nico, you should. You're the new co-host of the pod.
No, I don't wanna. You got your spot, brother.
Sorry, Ted. What were you gonna say?
Are either of you also looking at this? Because there's a live.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I'm not looking at it. Should I be?
Oh, no, I'm just like, because it says there's
Yes.
a live viewer count and there's 3 people looking at it, and only 2 of them are in this. Are on this call.
Oh my god.
All right, so
there are so many comments on this. I'm just like, I scrolled down to the because I thought that there's like a page count at the bottom and it said like 1, 2, and I said, oh, okay, so there are 2 pages. That's how many comments there are. And like there are a lot of comments.
So the title is either the Hooves family tree or Coming Home. Because this is the only story, but it's like says the Hooves family tree, and then you go down, and that's the story starts. But there's like a title that says "Coming Home."
It's a little hard to imagine, but yeah.
So here we go. Coming home. Thank you for coming, Derpy, said cheerily as Derpy carefully took a seat across the desk from the teacher. Why did you need to see me? Derpy glanced at her daughter, who was reading quietly in the corner of the schoolhouse. Dinky hasn't caused any trouble, has she? Oh, no, cheerily sighed. Is it cheerily or cheerily?
It's cheerily.
I think it's cheerily.
Oh, like cheerily.
I'm looking up a picture of cheerily right now. I think it's an important image to have in your head.
I think our listeners should also.
Yeah, I think it's important to you can go to the My Little Pony Equestria Girls wiki.
If I'm remembering correctly, she's fuchsia.
Yes,
or
she is
some sort of bright purple.
She's like a purpley pink, with like light pink highlights on her hair.
And a teacher.
And she's a teacher. And so these characters don't have thumbs, right? I mean,
they have hooves.
So how is she reading?
They can still be taught. Jesus.
No, I know that, but I mean, like, how does she read? Like, thumbs are pretty important in like holding.
If you question the infrastructure, you're gonna get stuck right away.
Good point.
Can we...
Yeah, it's suspension of disbelief. Okay, sorry, Ted. You hit it.
Oh, no, cheerily sighed. Dinky is an excellent student. I just wanted to speak to you about some ... issues ... That's another poor daughter that came up at school today. She looked almost sadly at Dinky before continuing. You see, ... today we were doing family trees in class. Derpy groaned and slumped in her chair. Were those nasty fillies teasing her about her father again? Oh.
My God. What are fillies?
There's the hook. There we are.
Like young horses, right?
Yeah, you got colts and fillies.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, come up here.
Sorry, yeah, sure.
She shook her head. After that incident, I moved far away from Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon. No, you see, she put out a piece of...
Those are just things. Are these like the names of characters
I think these are
objects?
Places? Yeah. I moved her far away from Diamond Tiara.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay.
No, they are people.
They're people?
Rather,
they're ponies. They're ponies.
They're ponies.
Really?
But why are they named after just like objects?
Well, look at the Derpy hooves. That's an object.
Just look at Derpy.
Touche, Nico.
She drew out a piece of paper from the drawer in her desk and placed it in front of Derpy. It was a traditional basic family tree for fillies, with a slot to fill out their names, and 2 slots above those for the parents' names, with 2 slots above each parent for the grandparents. Each child was given one of these trees to complete. I told Dinky not to worry about the father's side, since you've discussed that with me before. However, oh no, that's 4. I thought it was something on my screen.
No, of course it's 4.
She shifted the piece of paper to reveal Dinky's family tree.
Nico, do you know what she's referring to when they're talking about how there's no father? Was Dinky just like born from the earth? Like,
I
was it
don't know.
asexual reproduction, or no? You don't. Okay.
No.
Okay.
This just seems to be like a made up plot point.
Right. If you know what is going on, leave a comment.
Yeah.
If
contact us.
Yeah, contact us because I really want to know.
Derpy's heart sank as she stared at it. Dinky had written in her name Derpy's name above hers, and even drawn in a line for her sister, Sparkler. But in the spots for Derpy's parents, she had merely drawn 2 large question marks. I'm afraid to say that after seeing all her friends' family trees, she had some questions. Shirley looked at the male pony. Like male.
Is that male like with an I or an E?
Is Derpy do the male?
Like, is she
it's
delivering
with an I.
them?
Is Derpy a male?
Yeah, I think
she
so.
delivers
I think she's
the
a male
mail.
Yeah.
What? What?
She has a job. Like, come on.
I just didn't. I guess this like the My Little Pony fan like world is so weirdly specific about some things and completely disregards like, how did she write the thing down? First of all, that's never explained, but there's still male in this universe.
Well, they have jobs and they have kids, and I guess, they write in some way. They probably hold it in their mouth or something.
Yeah. Or they have magic.
Or they have magic.
Oh yeah, well, friendship is magic, so I guess that makes sense.
Derpy, does Dinky not even know her grandparents' names? Derpy felt like crying. After all these years, her luck had finally run out. No. I mean, well, I haven't spoken to my parents in a long time. Not since Dinky. I guess it just never seemed like a big deal to me. After all, my parents have never expressed an interest in meeting her. Shirley sighed. Well, it seems to be a big deal for Dinky.
I wouldn't want to know my grandparents' names if my name was Dinky and my mother's name was Derpy. At that point, I just would just give up. Like, it's just, I don't want to know their names.
It's probably something like Doofy.
Yeah. Doofy and Goofy had Derpy.
It's like Slumpy and Pumpy, like.
Pumpy. Pumpy Hooves.
Derpy, this is more than a meeting between a teacher and a student's parent. This is a meeting between friends. So as your friend, I beg you to talk to Dinky about her grandparents. This is a different situation from her father, and if she wants to know more about them, she has a right to. Derpy sighed and nodded. Thanks, Cheerly. And then there's like a asterisk.
Right. Like a
classic.
Break.
Very nice.
Yeah. Derpy peered around the door to Dinky's room, where she was sitting on her bed with a book. Slowly, Derpy
loves reading, man.
into the room and sat down on the end of the bed. Hey, Muffin, she whispered quietly.
Dinky okay.
Muffin.
That's very tender.
Yeah.
Dinky
looked at your image, Peter.
It's like my picture.
From her book. Hi, Mom. So you had some questions about your grandparents? Derpy winced slightly at the word. Dinky looked down. Well, kinda. I mean, today was just kind of the first day I realized I'm the only filly in my class who doesn't know anything about their grandparents.
Or their father or any other part of their family except their mother.
Well, she got a sister.
Oh, she's got a sister, sorry.
Yeah.
How old, do you know how old Sparkler is? Sparkler.
Yes, Sparkler.
No idea.
Older, younger?
I can't even tell how old Dinky is.
Well, this feels like
like
elementary
kindergarten?
school. Yeah, yeah, it seems like early elementary
I'm
school.
imagining Derpy as like a 38-year-old white brunette woman instead of a pony.
I'm imagining her as a pony. I don't know.
Well, she is blonde as a pony, so I think she'd be blonde as a woman.
That's a good point.
No,
yeah, I buy that. Well, there is like a alternate show, I think, where they're humans, right? Do you have any idea? I never mind. I'm not gonna dive into this one.
Oh wait,
just keep going.
Listen, even Apple Bloom knows her grandfather's name, and he died before she was born. She looked up at her mother. They're not dead, are they? Derpy sighed. It was an easy way out, but Dinky deserved the truth. No, Muffin, they're not dead. Then why haven't I met them? Do they not like me? Dinky was crying now, big round tears of pain and sadness. Oh, sweetie, no. Derpy
not pain and sadness.
And wrapped
I
her
could
daughter
take sadness or pain, but not pain and sadness. That's tough. I feel so bad for Dinky Hooves.
It's just that Mommy had a bad fight with them before you were born. They lay there in silence for a minute as Derpy allowed her mind to wander to the last time she had spoken to her parents.
Oh, a flashback.
So this is all a flashback, and I know because it's all in italics. Derpy stood outside the entrance.
Thank you, Pastel Pony.
Yeah, her home. She had more than once in the 21 years of her life. See, I feel like
okay.
21 years. So does that mean she's 21 at the time of the flashback, or 21 at the time?
21 at the time of the flashback.
Okay.
So then, she's like almost 30 now.
Let's say Dinky is what, 6, 7?
5, 6. Yeah, I give her 6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay, so you give 2 or 3 years. Yeah, I could say 30. I could say 30.
I think she's like
late 20s, early
17,
30s.
which would make her 38, which would make my.
Shut up. She's not
correct.
17. She's not doing family
Ted.
trees at 17. Yeah, horses don't live that long.
Yeah, they do.
Well, these aren't horses. They're ponies, Peter.
Oh, sorry, they're ponies.
They live even shorter.
Yeah, she walks in and she's like, the last time I saw her parents, they were dying on the floor.
She had more than once in the 21 years of her life had to tell her parents when she had done something that would make them mad, but never anything quite like this. She took a deep breath and brought a hoof to the door, emitting 3 sharp knocks. The door swung open to reveal her mother, a frown on her face. Derpy, where have you? I'm pregnant, whispered Derpy, cutting off her mother. What? 2 question marks. Her father had joined her mother at the door. You heard me. I'm pregnant. I took a test yesterday and went to see my doctor this morning. He confirmed I'm pregnant. Her mother stared at her, horror and rage etched on her face. Who is the father? All caps. Who is responsible for this?
Is that all caps and in italics?
Yeah.
That's exciting. Well, I know that's what I'm
I
just want to give the listener a good
mental image
word
on the page.
Yeah.
Derpy glared at her mother. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
This
is
very
insane.
bad.
Wow. I'm sorry, Derpy.
There seems to be another really big problem. Well, then you'll simply have to get an abortion, and we'll never speak of this again. Her mother.
I know this is a stupid question, but can horses get abortions? Is that sorry, ponies? Ponies get abortions?
Yeah. I mean, apparently they can.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard what I just said. But...
Good point.
We'll never speak of this again. Her mother spoke with a tone of finality. Derpy grit her teeth.
Are they like still in the doorway?
The threshold, yeah.
Yeah. This is still like she's just knocked on the door.
It's like, can you let me in? What do you mean, no? Yelled her father. I mean, I'm not getting an abortion. If having this filly is what fate has picked for me, so be it. Every child deserves a chance. Ooh.
So this is a pro-life.
It's a pro-life.
It's a pro-life.
Wow. Nice.
This is awesome.
Okay. You will not have that filly, or what? Challenged Derpy. Or you're no longer welcome in our home. It's the wrong. I'm sorry. It's the wrong your.
Damn, they really took the sales out of Pastel Pony
and
right
I will
there.
say, in the past, there have been like they've used the right there many times up to this point. So, but
a pretty crucial slip up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is something tells me Pastel Pony did not proofread this fanfic very hard.
She turned and left. 2 weeks later, she moved into the little house in Ponyville. She hadn't spoken to her parents since. End italics. Dinky's voice drew Derpy from her memories. What are their names? All right, here we go. Well,
okay.
Derpy pictured her parents' faces. My mother's name is Dainty Hooves, and my father's name is Dusty Hooves.
Dainty and Dusty.
Hooves.
Daisy and Dusty. Those are better names.
That's way better than.
Is it Daisy or Dainty?
It's Dainty.
Dainty Hooves. Dainty Hooves. She has to be dainty because she's a woman. She's the woman horse. So.
The mare.
Yeah, the mare.
Dinky giggled. I wish I knew what they look like. Derpy grinned at her daughter. Well, I do have photos, silly. Dinky let out a cheer and clapped.
Also, they're still alive, presumably, right?
As Derpy whizzed into her room and grabbed the old photo album off her shelf. Derpy sat next to her daughter again, and Dinky snuggled up close. Carefully, the little filly opened the worn cover to a photo of a young Derpy and her parents.
Young Derpy. It's so stupid.
It looks a lot like Sparkler. Sure enough, Dainty Hooves had a similar purple mane with more of a curl, and her coat was a light purple, parentheses, though more of a color like Dinky's.
That probably means so much to somebody who's who knows what's going on.
It's a little too self-referential for the
to be a good guy,
the novice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look up what Sparkler Hooves looks like.
Yeah, and we encourage her. I mean, if it makes the listener who won't look this up feel better, I'm not looking it up.
Yeah, you definitely don't need to.
You can DM me. And we can share our personal experiences with not knowing what's. So, what kind of pony are we looking at, though, Peter?
Oh, she's like purple. I think this is so weird. This like Wikipedia page is insane. It's with the Sparkler Hooves, and it's like laid out like a regular sort of Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
And so like it has their picture, like where you would expect it to be, and then it says friends unknown, episodes one bad unicorn, quotes unknown, extras she got under a spell and attacks Ponyville in one bad unicorn. Sparkler is one of Emily's sisters. That's it. That's all. It's the only information we got on her.
Okay. So, okay. Derpy smiled fondly. Yes, that's actually what gave me the idea to adopt her. A couple months after you were born, I saw the ad in the paper for a 9-year-old filly who needed a home. She looked similar to my mother, and it reminded me of something I once said to her. What was that? That every child deserves a chance.
Very nice.
Damn. Dinky leaned her head against her mother's shoulder and let out a sigh. Mom, what did you and them fight about? Well, Muffin, you know how I've never been sure who your father is? Dinky nodded. It had been a fact her mother had always been honest about. My parents weren't happy with what had happened. Some things were said, and we all agreed we'd rather not see one another again. So it is my fault they don't like you anymore. Aw.
I don't quite understand the father thing yet. Even if you don't know exactly who the father is, there's only a finite number of people it could possibly be, right?
Well, and I would like an explanation of the past, because my mind is going to a kind of a dark place.
Yeah.
With that.
Well, like the only thing I can.
Is there immaculate
yes,
in
exactly.
My Little Pony? Like that would be the thing my mind would.
Yeah.
Nico, Nico, help.
Do I know?
Yeah,
I
do you know anything?
don't know. I wouldn't. Judging by her tone, it doesn't seem like it's a bad like it's a bad story. Maybe she just actually doesn't know, which is
But how could you not?
Yeah, how could you not know?
Listen,
without,
like
it
I
being
could see. I could
really,
understand not.
It's a
I could
big,
understand.
wide continent full of ponies. It's just like America.
But look. I can. I could understand not knowing exactly who it was, but how could you not like get like a list of like at least 5 people that you might think it is, and just like talking to them, or describe, or just be like, or just say like, hey, I'm having a child, like we have been intimate recently. It might not be yours, but like I need help raising this child. Like, can you help me?
I have a feeling there's the directory system and the people finding systems don't allow pony finding systems. Are just not as
She's a male pony, for God's sakes. She
Yeah.
is the like she runs that apparatus.
I think we're worrying too much about the father. What we need to focus on
That's true.
is a relationship between mother and Philly.
Good point. Yeah, no, that's a good point. Don't clap for him. Put
A
that
single
away.
tear traced down Dinky's cheek. No! That was in all caps. Derpy grabbed her daughter by the shoulders and looked her dead in the eye.
Which set of shoulders? Is that her front shoulders or her back shoulders?
I believe they call it withers,
Haunches.
actually.
Yeah, with the
Haunches
withers
are
and
the back.
haunches.
Flanks.
Oh, wait. If it's any pony's fault, it's mine.
Oh.
Suddenly, Dinky pushed her mother off with a grin. Oh, I know. I'll meet them and show them I'm a nice filly. I can even show them my photo album with all the photos of me and Sparkler. I'm not sure that's a smart idea, whispered Dinky.
In fact, that's a really stupid idea.
Yeah.
You're stupid.
Please, with 4 question marks. Derpy hesitated, remembering Cheerlee's words. Well, Muffin, if it's what you want, I'll take you to meet your grandparents. Dinky cheered and tackled her mother with a thank you hug.
Oh my God.
So there's another break. But we're getting close to the end here. Derpy hesitantly stood in the front of the door to the home she had dared not come near for 9 years. She glanced back at the filly hiding shyly
9 years, so she's 30. Wait, that makes no sense. That would mean that. Okay, so that means that Dinky is 8 1/4.
It means what it means, Peter.
Well, because presumably she's 0 months pregnant when she tells her parents.
Yes,
yeah,
8
and 3 months. Yeah, 8 1/4. God, that sucks.
9 years. She glanced back at the filly hiding shyly behind her. This was your idea, bitch. That's what I would say.
You can't talk to her like that. That's your filly, Ted. Like, come on.
I really thought that was in it. I really thought that was like part of it.
Sighing, she reached up and rang the bell. Dainty Hooves opened the door. The last 9 years had stolen most of the purple from her mane, but aside from that, she was still the same mother Derpy remembered 9 years later. Derpy.
What if just like they didn't live there anymore? They moved. Like they had a condo in My Little Florida or something.
I mean, it's no spoilers, but it's like the last episode of Twin Peaks: The Return when they go back to Laura's house, but it's the wrong house.
Oh, how's this? Instead of My Little Florida, Baton Hooves.
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge. Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Baton Hooves.
Baton Hooves. Tallahassee.
Tallahassee's pretty good.
Tallahassee's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Derpy looked down, trying not to cry. Hi, Mom.
I'm trying not to cry.
Dainty stared at her daughter. What are you doing here? Derpy stepped aside wordlessly to reveal the small unicorn filly standing behind her. Dinky hesitated.
Unicorn?
They all are.
No, Derpy's a Pegasus.
Sorry.
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry. Dinky hesitantly took a step forward.
So she brought her biological pony daughter, but not her adopted pony daughter?
No.
Like she didn't bring.
I guess so.
Where is
Yeah.
Sparkler? Where is she?
I don't know.
School.
Yeah, maybe school.
But
Shut
I'd
up.
like to backtrack. So is Nico, you corrected me and said Pegasus, and I started reading again, but I was thinking about, so are Pegasus female? I'd never like had
Pegasi.
that thought before.
It's Pegasi.
Pegasi.
Wait,
Are
what do you
unicorns
mean?
and Pegasi different?
Yeah.
Yeah, one has a horn,
Unicorns
one
have a
has
horn.
wings.
Oh,
Pegasus have wings.
right. I'm so stupid.
But
See,
that being said, like the
this fic has
classic
got my brain in
imagination,
the gutter. Yeah.
the classic imagination of a unicorn, like does have wings.
Yeah.
Like I think
Does
some
it?
unicorns can also be Pegasi, but not all Pegasi are unicorns.
All right. Well, let me give you a little bit of a lore drop.
Yeah, hit me with it, Nico.
So, in universe, there's 3 races. There's unicorns, Pegasus,
And black people.
and Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, and Puerto Ricans.
Earth ponies. They don't have anything.
Unicorns, Pegasus, and Earth ponies. That's great.
and
So at least
called
it's
an
not
alicorn.
racist towards it sounds like, because
Yeah, I'm sure there are slurs that
Yeah,
we don't know anything
sure.
about.
I'm sure there are.
But the ruler, the queen, is an alicorn, which is a Pegasus with a horn, and presumably some sort of earth pony attribute. But I don't know. Yeah,
There's a queen
there's a queen
of like the whole universe.
of the whole. The continent is called. What's it called? Equestria. Like horse, you know.
You're dropping so much shit on
It doesn't
me right
matter.
now, Nico.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Are there other animals in this world?
There are other
flesh out
animals.
the world of gay. I feel like we didn't explain anything about like Zelda or like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but I knew like
That's true. I guess
I knew what those were.
I'm just trying to be.
I just
know.
like this.
Well,
This is kind of what I'm saying. Like that's kind of what I meant before. Like I didn't like My Little Pony just goes so deep, and yet like on a very fundamental level, it seems like logically flawed. Like I just don't
it's not
get
realistic.
Well, it's based on like merchandise. It doesn't.
I
It's
guess
all,
that's a good point.
you know.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
all
it's not
sham.
that like I would say that a difference between My Little Pony and Zelda is that like Zelda like that's a really stupid. This is like a stupid comparison to be made. Like this is like I sound like a 12-year-old, but I would say that like the main difference is just that I can like the crazy parts of Zelda. I feel like I can suspend my disbelief in. Like I can be like, okay, well, yeah, magic doesn't exist in my world, but like they do it in such a way. And you know, in Zelda, to be fair, that is challenged a lot. And I'd say the worst games of Zelda, the worst parts of Zelda are when my disbelief is not able to be suspended and it's just ridiculous.
You've been exposed to Zelda for 10 years.
Yeah, no,
12
exactly.
years,
Look, exactly.
You've had time to stew.
I've exactly, and it's much more normalized for me. And I'm sure if I grew up watching the show My Little Pony, this would make a lot more sense to me. I just feel like I can't get into this.
What about the family dynamics? Come on.
The family dynamics.
It's a classic story.
Yeah,
but that's the thing is like I can't get over the fact that they're horses.
They're ponies, Peter.
They're ponies.
Just keep reading, Ted. I don't know.
Hooves, I'm ...
Oh, it's a ...
4. Back to 4. Right after that. She glanced at her mother. I know you and Mom had a fight about me a long time ago, but I brought my photo album so I could maybe show you I'm not a bad pony. Oh. To Derpy's surprise, Dainty Hooves smiled warmly, if a bit sadly, at Dinky. Oh no. Is she gonna call Dinky a bastard?
They're gonna turn Dinky into glue.
Whoa.
I'm sure you're anything but a bad pony, Dinky, but I would love to see your family album. I used the same "your" for both those.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've missed a lot in the last few years. Dinky grinned and trotted inside. A slightly calmer Derpy started to follow her, but she was cut off by her mother, throwing her 4 legs around her in a tight hug. She's more.
So okay, this is exactly what I'm saying. How is that possible? Did she like disengage her knees? Like humans can do that because we're like our elbows go outward, but like horses, their knees are pointed forward, so like they don't have elbows.
So
Like it's
Dainty
just part of their
Hooves,
body.
Dainty Hooves hugs Derpy, and she goes, "She's more beautiful than I ever could have imagined," she whispered. Gently, she leaned out to
Likes
face
it.
her daughter. Yeah, thank you. For what? For finding the courage to forgive me and to come home. With that, Dainty turned and walked inside. Derpy curved slightly to look out at the beautiful sky. Smiling slightly, she went inside to be with her family. No period. End of the fanfiction. Authors know.
Yes.
Authors know. Quick one shot while I try to work through a block on secret ingredient. P. What? Hope you liked it. So yeah, there's 72 comments.
72?
The top comment, which was posted the day it was written on November 12, 2013, has 4 upvotes and 1 downvote. And they write, Mains writes, "Take my feels," and then there's a little sticker, and then they share a link.
Oh yeah, you can't. I'm trying to click on it. It's
Upstream
it's
reported.
got a 404.
It is 7 years old.
Yeah.
Regidar that same day also. So they quote the part. I have to say, this site's they have some things that Fanfiction doesn't in terms of interface, like the live viewers, and you're able to directly quote parts of the fic in your comment.
Yeah.
I think they also have a night mode, which is pretty nice.
Which saves energy.
Yeah, it saves energy.
So
and it's edgier.
Regidar quotes that and says, "I'm sure you're," the part where they say, "I'm sure you're anything but a bad pony, Dinky." And then they write Dinky with a Y, because apparently, I guess I didn't catch it either, but in the fic at that part, the author spells Dinky with IE, and so this person is correcting them, reminding them that it's Dinky with a Y. And so then
Regidar's picture is insane.
Yeah, Peter, you're gonna like this. Other than that, this was short and plausible. And I liked it's like a direct, like back to the age-old question of how ponies would have abortions.
See, they were
the age-old question.
Oh.
I know that horses can abort at will, but I wonder if ponies would do the same thing.
Hold up. What?
What? I know that horses can abort at will, but I wonder if ponies would do the same thing.
Do horses have will? Do they have like a free will?
Yeah.
Or like a consciousness?
I guess on instinct, if they feel it's going bad.
I gotta get out of this one.
Well,
what else are they saying, Ted?
Lots of people are commenting on the grammar. Someone points out the yours.
I like this. This person says,
decision. Sorry, I respect Derpy's decision, but not the reasoning behind it.
Oh my god.
It is a pretty noble, try and reconnect.
Oh yeah.
I think we can all agree that Derpy is pretty brave.
Oh, and Pastel Pony is like in the comments, like.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh. There's like some threads in here.
Yeah. So again, I'd recommend to everyone to go to the page just to see, if not just to see the words, how they're written, but also to check out the comments and these avatars.
Wait, I love this. Wait, can I just?
Yeah.
GAB Acid says. So they're getting into, this is like a little bit into a thread, but this guy cuts it off well. He says, "I'm not criticizing you, author. You have the right to write a story in whatever way feels genuine to you. If that resonates with me, however, is an entirely different discussion. I myself don't think that abortion is a bad thing, but the last thing I want for my life is to have a pro-life-esque debate on a pony website. I will, however, tell you to measure your words more carefully. The debate on abortion has several rights and wrongs, and it is very easy to fall into the death trap of assumption. Never assume something is completely 100% right, because it isn't.
What the
damn.
Pastel Pony got a little owned right there.
Yeah, Pastel Pony, sorry. See you next year, Pastel Pony.
Pastel Pony got canceled in one comment.
Cancel Pastel. Twitter, do your thing.
Like the next day, Pastel Pony's address and soch.
Yeah, we're like doxing Pastel Pony right here.
Anyway, thank you, Nico. That was
thank you so much, Nico.
That was a great fic.
Really
I'm glad you guys liked it.
I don't know when or how we would have dipped our toes into the My Little Pony universe, but this
dipped our hooves.
Dipped our hooves, yeah.
And you're always welcome back.
You're always welcome, Nico.
At any time.
Thank you for having me. It was a good ride.
Yeah. Do you have any shout outs, Nico? Any plugs?
Any
shout outs? Any plugs?
Yeah.
You know, you guys should read a little bit from Fanfiction. I think you can find a lot of good stuff on there.
You're just plugging Fanfiction.
Anyway, thank you everybody for listening.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.